A dream wrapped a spin fire. The NFT analyzer. Diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From your net coins to tokens. He's got all the intel. Web3 wizardry to show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician, unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision. Wild stories from the web, he's always in the know. Crypto community, vibing where the treasures flow.
Yo. Good morning, guys. Mega GMs. Let's see. Who's here? Who's here this Monday? And what the hell day even is it? It's like a whirlwind this past weekend. June 23rd. All right, here we go. Hey, we're going to peek at Swarm today. Actually, I think Swarm's looking kind of interesting. Wait, hang on. Let me set the stage here. What are we doing? What's going on? I want to take a quick look at crypto with you guys this morning. How are we looking post? I mean, you guys saw, everybody saw U.S. bombs Iran and retaliation coming when? And yeah, who's doing what with their money and who's getting back into some of these coins? Is it maybe starting now as far as people starting to redeploy? I kind of think so. I'm kind of trickling some stuff back out there. Not into virtuals yet, but I think I'm going to start. But for me right now, into some meme coins. Jeez, Mike Bennett, good morning. Drop King, good morning. Who else is here? Maverick, GM, sir. Hoods, GMs. Zol, good morning. Dude, I'm glad you made it early. Good stuff. By the way, I'm poking Scott, trying to get Scott on. Mufasa, good morning. Let me give Scott another poke. Hang on. Actually, I'll get him in a minute. Anyway, we're live, all the usual places. Abstract, actually, live on Abstract now. X and YouTube, wherever you're watching. Yes, smash the like, but come over to YouTube and subscribe over here. By the way, I'm going to do my virtuals. Not really picks. I'm just going to show you what I think. I don't like these ranking lists. Oh, I mean, I think they're fine. I don't know. I'm just going to show you what I like, what I think has a chance to do well. And I do think we'll see some stuff doing well. But we'll go over the virtuals Genesis launches this week too. Some Vader news. I mean, kind of a bunch. You can follow me at Hudah_idiot. Of course, follow CryptoSlam.io over on X. And our sweet baby Swarm. It's a Swarm_AI. Holly's got some news. That Hollywood agent, yeah. And we'll bring that up. Finishing first place at I'm not sure, some kind of builder event. I've got it pulled up. I wanted to see it fresh with you guys. But yeah, I'll tell you, man, that media ACP, like the autonomous content house. I think that one's a little bit under the radar. All eyes are on the hedge fund. I get why. But the media one I think is pretty damn cool. And it's got it's attention that matters most, right? So hedge fund will do great if it's making money and it's going to get attention on its own. The other one is designed to get attention. It's pretty cool. All right, we'll figure out what to do those points, Maverick and Gravity. Good morning. Quick look at crypto. Again, crazy kind of weekend. Not as crazy as I was thinking, but we did a Bitcoin dip under 100, got as low as 98K. A lot of thoughts, fear, FUD, whatever, that this morning we'd be down in the maybe low 90s. I'm not so sure now. I don't know. I'm not so sure this is going to get much worse. But we'll see. It's kind of why I'm being a little optimistic here. I mean, cautious, not optimistic. I'm not that optimistic. I'm being a little cautious still. I mean, that's the fear right there. And I think we find out, sooner rather than later if that's happening. There's already been some ships turned around, right? We'll see. And I'm not going to touch on that much today, other than just know that there's still a lot of uncertainty in the markets here. ETH, look, peak FUD. I was wondering if ETH would dip under 2K. It didn't. Yeah, ETH's looking pretty damn good to me. 2200, Ripple 202, Solana 135. Anyway, just a quick check, and wow, Solana's actually up in the past 24 hours, and a lot of that I kind of assume is meme coins. Like meme coins, kind of, if there's the first place you're redeploying back to, yeah, it's the majors, yes, but the degens are going in on memes as soon as they feel the bottom in, and I did again a little bit. Quick updates. Virtual's ecosystem, Vader, Yap points. It's been kind of controversial. They said from the beginning it's a new system. They'll keep tweaking it, right? And some days it works great, other days not so much. There was a lot of talk of it like being broken over the past couple days. So just a heads up, they've updated their algo, their score, right? They've bumped up how much the Arbus score is worth, like how much it feeds into their algorithm, right? As much as Cato now, which is awesome. For you guys who aren't on Cato or don't have, those points over there, right? You can't then get points in the virtuals ecosystem. Well, your Arbus score makes up for that, which is cool. Content score is down to like 15, which I think people don't love. So it's like the quality of your content matters less and less. But they're banning you for a month if you just do spammy shit. There's been a lot of that stuff, right? Dude, you should do it. You should do it. Dude, if you bleach it, it looks like it's got to be a dark beard, huh? Anyway, yeah, if you post spammy stuff with Vader, and I don't know what spammy means other than, okay, you've seen some posts that look like just like pure spam. Like there's no, does he give some examples? Hang on. Is that a spammy one? Yeah, that looks like spam. Yeah, okay. That I would call that like pure spam. So you post stuff like that. Okay, is that one spam? Okay, yeah, they're considering this spam. Okay, that's really good to know, guys. That's okay. This is all considered spam. I'm glad, dude, because I don't know. This is like my big complaint over the past couple of weeks has been how awful it's been on X. Like awful. It's like, oh, this is all you see, and these are the replies to like any tweet you put out there. It's this stuff, right? From people you've never heard of before. Hang on, let me get you guys comments up here. This is awesome. I would love to see them cut down on that. This will help for sure. So just be aware if you do that. I don't think any of you guys do. If you do, you're banned for a month from getting those Vader Yap points, and it's a lot. They get a lot of points. Also, Vader airdrop today. Okay, title's a little clickbaity, kind of like usual, maybe. If you staked Vader, you got some tokens this morning. You got some Swarm. Remember, 3% of the Swarm supply goes to Vader stakers. And Wake Hacker. What do they mean still in stealth mode? Have they not launched their product? I didn't realize that. I don't think Wake Hacker's product is out. Huh. Arbus, airdrop, and Manikai. Pretty cool. I checked it. I've gotten mine. It's a couple bucks, but whatever. It goes right to staking. Right to staking, gets me some more points. Like, good stuff. I mean, you can't beat it. And I'm not playing Vader for these airdrops. I'm playing Vader for, when they do something like a Virgin or, big airdrop. If they happen again, who knows? But I'm kind of betting they will. And then final, like kind of top level heads up story update for you guys. Virtuals. The Genesis referral rewards, right? If you go on virtuals and you get out your referral code and people trade and you earn fees, right? Which is awesome. They've distributed rewards, or actually you need to go claim them. But if you had over 10 virtual worth of rewards sitting there, you can go claim it. And so I did this morning. I think I got I think it was 10 virtual. I think I got 10 virtual. So claimed it this morning. And let me double check. Hang on. Let me double check here. Claim. 10 virtual. I mean, dude, just free virtual, free, for me to stake or again go spend on the next drop. Hoods, it's kind of tricky. It's less about the phrasing. I think it's less about the phrasing, dude. It's if you're just like, okay, it's a really good point, man. It's if you take somebody else's post and you throw it in ChatGPT, which is what this is, and it's just like a summary of stuff that everybody knows about that they've seen 1,000 times over. That's what it is. So like it's not teaching anybody because this post has been out there 10,000 times. This isn't like helping anybody. Yeah, let me see with this one. Yeah, like, there's nothing informative here. But we'll see. I mean, I'm sure they're going to get some of it wrong. Someone's going to have like a totally organic post and it'll look like spam to them. I think we'll have some that fall through the cracks. I'm not even going to look at ordinals. Not even going to look. Bro, I sold my Eternals. They're all gone. I half regret it. In fact, I sold my rare one and I saw the guy who bought it launched it as an agent today. It was a good one. I sold him way too cheap, but whatevs. We'll keep our eye on that. But again, if somebody is using a referral, go claim your virtual tokens. I think you have to be above 10 virtual to be able to claim it too, right? Like you can't claim it if you've got 5 virtual and rewards. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. I'll show you where that is actually in just a moment. First, let's look at I need to tweet this stream out. But let's look at the AI market here. Dude, there's a couple virtual launches I'm actually kind of excited for. There's one live right now I'm kind of excited about. I might go spend some points on it. We'll figure this out together. Anyway, AI market cap is 7.77 bill. Actually up in the past 24 hours, 2.5%. But my God, guys, remember back when we were like 20 bill? It feels like, that feels like a lifetime ago. And I want to believe we're going to get there. I have a hard time seeing us not getting back there and going much higher. But we'll see. Hoods, I can't imagine, especially because we haven't tagged them in it. I think it's different because there's not going to be. Yeah, I think it's different. Yeah, for science, why don't you test it? All right, your top agents by market cap. Fartcoin. Oh wait, hang on. Let me get this by in the agent category. It's Fartcoin on top, under a bill. I got down to like I think 850 mil, maybe close to 800 mil. I'm not sure. I don't know how. You know what? I think that was my buddy's target. I don't know if it even touched 850, but under a bill. Cat Turbo Toshi and Faye. On the infrastructure side, it's FET, Virtual, AI16Z, Cookie, Ask Venice. And, JY, good to see you, man. Hope your day's awesome. And then DFA. Guys, I should give you a little heads up. Big guest tomorrow. I'm really fucking pumped for tomorrow. I'll get a tweet out here later today, but coming on the show tomorrow is, the biggest launch of the week. It's Whack XBT. So yeah, we'll have him on the show tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern time right here. Can't wait. Dude, Vader FUD and all. In fact, I'll bring that up later. Vader didn't FUD them, but they weren't like giga bullish on him. But we'll have him on the show tomorrow. We'll chat. We'll do some chatting. I like this, guys. Okay. Anyway, I don't remember if I read these off, but Venice, Hey Anon, who I love. Hey Anon, great product. Their competitor, remember that like Symphony, like tool that came out and like talking shit about Hey Anon. Theirs is coming out without a token and going live, and I think it's like open to everybody. That is potentially spicy. We'll also peek at that. Damn, I need to pick up the pace though. Olas Griffin, Cortex, and there we go. And all together and by Mindshare, Cookie on top. Wow. Hang on. This feels broken. Dude, maybe not. Holy shit. Biggie, good morning. Creator bid in virtuals. I don't think there's much else. You know, there's really not much. That might not be totally true, but creator bid's getting some good attention lately. I need to go explore there. Anyway, if I go look at mindshare here, look, virtual's fallen to 4. So cookies on top, Open Ledger, Fartcoin, Virtual, Vader. Like, part of me thinks this is broken, but I don't think it is. I'm just looking if I have a filter wrong. Like, this stuff is all fallen off a cliff over the past few days. And again, I get why. But will it come back? Will it come back this week? I kind of think so. All right, let's look at what launched over the weekend further on. Good morning, man. What launched over the weekend? What's coming up this week? What's live now? Again, if you have a referral, virtual to claim, it's going to be up here. Go to your profile. I'll drop my link in case anybody needs, but click on referral. And over in here, you probably saw for a quick second, it said claimable commissions. Every 24 hours it updates. And as soon as you get over 10 virtual in commissions, you can claim. So again, I claimed 10 today, which is pretty fucking cool. Might stake it. I don't know. Okay, what completed this weekend? Xknown did. I think that's it, guys. The rest completed Friday. It was like dead this weekend. Some points on Krazzers or Crazers. Yeah, I like that. I'm probably going to do the same. But so what I want to do then is spot check a couple. Again, it's incredibly slow right now. This is about the slowest I've seen it since virtuals launched. Here's Xknown. These are now launching, by the way, at like 140K market cap or FDV. 154 at this point, right? So much lower than usual. So even if you see an agent here at 278K, it's up. You're still up from pre-sale. You got a big old chunk. You can sell. You're in the profits. Stratos down. Wow. Holy cow. Down to 800K. Wow. Iris down to 7 mil market cap. Not FDV, but market cap. Wow. Brutal. Jeez, dude. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what I put in. This is going back. Yeah, wow. Just different game. And people out there saying the Ponzi's over. Get that shit out of here. It's just engagement farming. I was going to say I don't think anybody believes that virtuals is over. But no, probably some of them do. Probably some people who don't really get what's coming. I'm not saying it's coming because of virtuals or two virtuals, but just what's coming with agents. Because of what's coming with agents, I think virtuals has got, man, a great, great chance to just be here for the long haul. We'll see. REI AI 150K. So that one's like basically even. I think all this stuff is a good spot to buy potentially. Interesting. That was it for what's launched recently. There's Savra, actually maybe just at pre-sale price. I'm still look, I want them on the show. I haven't gotten a reply now to my last message, invite, whatever. But again, they still haven't shown anything. I've still not seen the partnerships, or like there was just some more stuff they said they'd put out that we haven't seen yet. So waiting for that. And I'm rooting for those guys for sure. I want to show you my points. Again, I'm not crushing it in points. But I'm finally over 100K, which is what I was at for Iris. It took me, a week or 10 days to make it back. Maybe a day or two before I made it back to 100. But, this is an all-time high at points for me. Some of you guys are getting this in a day. That said, and I think this part's really important, 134,000 points. It's not that great. It's not bad. But here's the important part. 4,000 something points daily active bonus, right? For me, that's a high. 12,000 points for what? Yapping and the V virtual and Vader points. Look, I'm going to double check my tweets from yesterday. I don't think I did a single virtuals related tweet yesterday, and I definitely didn't trade. In fact, I haven't bought or done any kind of staking, I think, since the 19th. So, like, just so people know, those points aren't actually for being active. And if they are, maybe they're lagged more than a day. Maybe they're lagged like multiple days behind. What I really think it is things you have staked, I think, still are getting you bonus points, even if they don't say they are, right? Like they had said, if they're locked, you're not getting bonus points, right? You get points for trading them. You probably get points for the staking of it, but are you getting points daily? I have done that further on, but not in the past few days. But yes, I usually when I get in the Genesis, I usually buy more tokens, and then I take just even a few, even like 2 or 3 tokens, like tiny amount, like a fraction of a penny worth, and I stake extra. But I haven't done that in a few days. Like, and again, I double checked my activity just to make sure. I looked at my wallet. The 19th is the last time I had any transactions on here, and my daily active bonus keeps going up. Look, this is either random or it's many days behind, you know? So the only way to get Cato Yaps is for a smart follower to interact with your post. I think so. I don't even know if they're that clear on that too. Maybe. That could be. All this stuff is like not very clear. I'll tell you that. I don't like it. I don't like InfoFi. Although I see somebody like Jonah saying it's GameFi kind of, and he is right. It is a game, dude. If you think about it, this is like an old like DOS based, text based like RPG. It's kind of what it is, dude. I see people like Verdant a lot. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think there's something there. I faded that one. That'd be cool. Somebody like here's the thing. I don't think anybody's a point expert. Oh, you know what? The person at Virtuals who does the points. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be really cool. But they won't spill the beans exactly. That would be really cool though. I'll see if I can work on that because that'd be fucking great. All right, let's look at who's live and what I'm looking forward to this week, next week. Okay, we got one live project agent right now. Not surprised here at all. Look, NSFW agents really gonna be the meta. You can feel it, right? We've got Lily, we've got Krazers, whatever. And I'll just give you a little sneak peek. There's another one on the board. I just noticed it this morning. Maybe it popped up yesterday. Eliza. So another NSFW content creator, agent, like very much like Lily. We're gonna see a ton of these, man. A ton of them. And in somehow, some way, there's going to be something that separates like the top one from all the rest, right? One of them is going to do something different. Like it's either going to be way hotter than the rest, or it's going to make spicier images than the rest, or it's going to do like video when the others don't. Like there's one of these that's going to be way better than everything else out there, and that one's going to cook. Yeah, the Eliza one I'm not touching. No chance. Lily, I'm definitely going in on. I'm definitely getting Lily. But like one of these is going to come out and do something pretty crazy. I don't know what that is either. I have no idea what it is, but I think this meta is ripe to be disrupted because like this isn't even a crypto thing. This stuff's all over the internet, and it has been for. I mean, could you say years at this point? Like, yeah. I mean, anyway, it's going to be all over Virtuals to the point where I think they're going to have to like filter it out. Every single one of those kind of like platforms or agents that are out there already. Picture every AI influencer that's like, in that vein, the NSFW, they're going to come try to take your money. They're definitely going to launch a token, right? I didn't check creator bid yet. I need to. I know I need to, like must, because I think they're picking up some steam. Anyway, every single like AI model out there is going to try to take your money. I think we're going to get hundreds, if not thousands, like fucking thousands of these. We're going to get to the point where we need filters, and I think that's a good idea. Have a little drop down on these like upcoming or live NSFW, DFAI, infrastructure, real world application. Like, what I mean? Like, there's a way to filter them because I think I think we're going to get that many of the NSFW ones. Anyway, Crazers, it's a launch pad for AI girlfriends or boyfriends. And anime and realistic looking ones. This one's cool. I invited on the show, didn't hear back. And like, I think I mentioned on my tweet this morning, I don't think any of these will come on. I mean, dude, like one of the OGs, right? But they won't come on because it kills the illusion. If you get some like just some dude on the show like shilling this thing, kills the illusion. So none of them are going to come on the show unless one of them can make like the avatar. Here's the magic. If we get a Luna, like a always on 3D avatar that responds to you, but it's NSFW, that one will do very well. Whoever builds that first is going to have one of the hottest launches on virtuals. For sure. For sure. All right. So coming up here this week, I like Lawyer LAI. We're hate these names. I like that one. I think that one's super cool. I'm not going to go in on it. Although I do have points that are expiring soon. Let me see. I have almost 7,000 points expiring in 5 days. I do need to spend some points. I'm definitely doing Whack XBT. Again, Whack XBT coming on the show tomorrow. I can't wait. If you guys have questions for them, especially when I show you this, little FUD out there, please hit me with them. They're open, answering everything. But I'm not going to really do a tier list, by the way. Lawyer I like, I'm not going in. Whack XBT, I like, I am definitely going in, although it's going to be heavily oversubscribed, even with the Vader FUD. The Vader FUD is just their opinion. I think this one is going to be a points farm because it's ACP, core ACP, right? I think that's going to be a point farm. And look, I believe this because I see evidence from you guys who have a bunch of swarm staked are racking up points. I think the ACP agents get points bonuses. So you better believe I want those point bonuses at a discount, something with like Whack XBT pre-sale at 150K FDV. Like, fuck yeah, I want as many tokens as I can get at that level. It's a point farm. So I'm going in that. I might go all in. I'm not totally sure yet if I'm going all in, but I'm going to do a good amount. And I think a lot of people will be too, I do. I think a lot of people going in there. Legend, I think will do fine. Will complete. Again, this is where I just don't know if market makers and what kind of like lawyer. Yeah. Yeah, I hope that's the case. In fact, maybe I'll have them on the show and I'll FUD the shit out of them even harder just to be able to get more token. Maybe, dude, maybe let's have a coordinated FUD attack just so we can get more token for ourselves. I think Whack XBT is going to be great. So we need to do our part and FUD that lower. So Legend, man, I don't like it. Fuck. I don't like it because it hasn't worked before. It's like owning a sports team or managing a sports team by holding this token. We saw it already in NFTs with Wagme United. It didn't work. And so I don't know why we're doing it again other than like, I know people want it to work. I don't think it's gonna. So I don't know. Is this worth some points? It might be. In fact, you know what? I might do it. And I do this sometimes, by the way. I'll buy stuff just so I have a connection to get somebody on the show. I might do that just to get them on the show to talk about it because I think it's still cool. Lily's in 12 days, hottest one coming up. BM Finance. I think, I don't want to say it's under the radar, but I think I've not seen talk about it yet. I do think this one will do well. Yeah, Whack and then 10-day window. But check out BM Finance. That one I think is VPay is interesting too. I think next week, surprisingly, he's going to have a bunch of good launches. And like, if I didn't make this clear before, let me tell you the setup of what I think's coming. What I really think is coming, again, from doing this digging online, like we look through wallets. I use Copilot a bit. I think, well, I know for sure the guys who sold day one of Iris are out of point jail now. They're out. They're making points back now. So what I've been watching for, oh, by the way, new version of Copilot. It's I think it's on the Chrome store now, but check this out. All right, check it out. Got a little sidebar. All right, let me reposition here too. Okay, the thing I've been watching for, Iris people who sold Iris are out of point jail. They're earning points again now. Okay, that doesn't mean they're going back into virtual Genesis launches right away, especially if they were tapped out on point cooldown for the past week. They need to go earn some points. Okay, so how do you earn points? Like the best way is buying ACP agent tokens. That's what I've seen. It's ACP agent tokens get you tons more points. And so then I come over to something like Swarm, and in the past, 12 hours, smart traders are stacking. This doesn't mean this is the Iris guys. When we add the feature here to ask AI, ask the Swarm, or a terminal, what was this transaction? What happened? I will be able to know at a glance. At a glance, I can know, was this somebody who traded virtuals on day one or sold virtual on day one? Or excuse me, Iris. Those are the things I need to know so I don't have to go spend 10 minutes clicking through wallets. But look, gifted plus, gifted plus plus, gifted plus plus. There's a genius somewhere in here too. I wonder if some of these change because I'm in fact, I even want to look at my screenshot. I'm pretty sure I saw a genius in there. Maybe I'm wrong. But I'm seeing, and maybe I had the threshold that money lower. Yeah, there was a genius under the gifted plus plus. So maybe their ranking went down. Let me double check. Oh, it's right in front of me. There it is. Genius trader. Very, very good trader here buying, 3,000 worth. This is what I was wondering. Again, if I go research this is going to take me still hours. It's clicking on the maker, trying to find the wallet that actually the tokens went to, when you should be able to do that via, prompting. But what I really do believe is people who got gravity, I think on, you probably can't see this, but on the extension, when you open the extension at the top right is a little sidebar little button. I'll send it to you after the show. I'll send you a screenshot. And it just lives right at the top where it's, image, Swarm Copilot. Over on the right should be a button. This is open in sidebar. Okay. Iris sellers buying back tokens today. A lot of them were stabled up, buying back virtual today because you're finally going to get points for it. Over the past 10 days, you're not getting points for it unless you move to another wallet, which I think supposedly virtuals tracks. So if you're keeping it kosher and you're doing it from your main wallet, today is when you're redeploying your money. Some of these guys like 50,000, 100,000 bucks. You go buy tokens like this and you stake them, fuck ton of points. And then you take those points and you roll them into Genesis launches coming up. I think in the next few days or the next week, Genesis launches really start picking up steam. This week, though, more money coming into these OG ACP tokens. That's the thesis. That is my hunch. And we'll see. Okay. So let me then show you, alt season, AI season, anybody's guess. I don't think it's far off. I actually still think we're heading towards all-time highs this month. That's my guess. I do. I think we're heading to all-time highs this month. VPay, again, I like it. It's somewhere on my list of keep an eye on, might play. BM Finance might be the one that people aren't talking about yet. I'm pretty sure they will be. Reason being is they're let's give you this overview here first. Thinking of selling virtuals and cashing out. Don't want to miss the potential upside. Enter BM Finance. Collateralize your crypto and borrow fiat at rates as low as 0%. And if you can invest in something like stocks with your crypto leveraged, would be really fucking cool. I think there's something to BM Finance. Here's the one thing, right, the pitch is cool. Yeah, VPay looks good. DPay looks good. And yes, I think there's money coming right back in here. That's been sidelined for about a week and a half. Yep. The VPN, the Virtual Partners Network, like a strong lineup of like really good, great AI people, builders, even like the head of DPIN from Coinbase or from Base. Is it Coinbase or Base? Might be Coinbase. Anyway, this project is being supported by somebody in the VPN, virtual partner supporting part of the VPN. That to me is like one of those little like it's like it's kind of like somebody else signing off on this, saying this is a different kind of quality. We're mentoring them. That's what that is. So BM Finance, I think, belongs on everybody's radar. For me, it's one of those targets coming up. I don't get where would I rank it right now? I don't know yet. It's definitely 90% of stuff is like not even paying attention to it. This is in that small percentage that I'm definitely paying attention to. And if if you're going to play points on every drop that's decent, this is a definite going to play. When I start doing a breakdown of like what agents to play, again, I don't think I'll have a ranking system. I think I'm just going to have like this pool of like, these are the agents to focus on, and then just kind of talk about how useful I think they'll be and how different they are. This one I think is very useful and very different. And somebody like me who's been looking to get into TradFi still, this might be my vehicle to do it. We'll see. But anyway, BM Finance, I think, is like, as of now, like the way under the radar one that I think is actually going to do very well. Whack XPT, if I were just making like bunching together what I think is going to, the next week going to do well, is Whack XPT, Legend. Again, Legend, my thoughts, but I think it'll do okay. VPay, BM Finance, and then Lily. And that's it. That's it. Those are the ones. What was that? About 6 agents coming up? I mean, that's a good amount of agents coming up over the next, 2-ish weeks. I think we'll get more that are peppered in here. I think it's going to be busier than people maybe are thinking. And maybe with people kind of disengaged, maybe it's a great opportunity to get a bunch of tokens. That BM Finance is sounding more and more appealing too. If people are like detached, and if you can get a bunch of tokens, and if that one ends up being like a, I don't know, good, if it's a good product, then there we go, right? So we'll see. All right. So again, Whack XPT on the show tomorrow. They're putting out a lot of content about what they are and what they're building and the why and all that stuff. I love it. We'll ask them directly tomorrow. Again, they're in the ACP with us and Zach XBT and Gigabrain and Axelrod and like great agents here. We'll talk to them about their role in the ACP and what they're doing and what they're building next. Again, I'll show some of the Vader FUD if you guys haven't seen it. And it's like really fuddy out there. Again, we'll FUD Whack XPT too. I'm kidding. Guys, if you're watching, you might be. I'm kidding. I just want to get more of your token. I want other people to not buy it so I can get more. That's it. But it stems from like Vader ranking Whack XPT or the Whack token tier 3. And like their comments about it were, I'm trying to remember exactly what it was this. This was it. This was like the FUD. Anyone can participate in ACP. Totally true. People need to realize this. ACP is not some like badge of honor. It is if you're in early. I'll tell you that it is not easy to get an ACP and to get your stuff working. If you're in the ACP early, it means you're a different caliber. It does mean that. Eventually, it's like Vader saying, it's a directory. Everybody's in it. You can use any agent anytime you want. And I think they'll talk to each other as they need each other. Totally autonomous. It's super cool. Vader saying one of the core agents in ACP didn't give a very positive reference about their product. That's the main FUD, I think, at this point. I don't know what it would be, though. So we'll see. To be totally honest, I still don't totally know what they do other than validate a transaction, almost like Babysitter. And I want them tomorrow to tell me why it's different from Babysitter and make sure that the transaction has been completed, I think. Does it do a check ahead of time, like a security check? But I think it essentially like validates the transaction happened on chain. So that I think is what they're doing. Saying they have good intentions, but and they have good. He's saying they lack the marketing fundamentals to sustain post TG. I don't know if I disagree with that part. This part I don't have no comment on because I have no idea. And I agree about the ACP directory stuff. Hypey stuff, that's probably true. Who does? Who doesn't post TG hypey stuff? That's a rare thing. So I think their rating was fine. A 2 or 3 is fine. Like, I come from the world of like Dave Portnoy's pizza reviews. Like an 8's a monster score, right? A 2 is a monster score. A 3 is a good score. To me, a 3 is a good score. Average, but good. I think he used to rate highly, and he's tweaked that, right? Like, I think a lot of his previous tier 2s are not truly tier 2s. I think it's changed. Zol, say this again. Do you know Gecko Terminal by CoinGecko is using their service? Oh, are they really? They're using Quill AI service? Further on, no, they addressed that. Further on, they addressed it. They said yesterday what they're doing is today you're going to get double points, and they're going to take it from the staking pool, something like that. They had answered that and about where it's how the points are going to get fixed. So like if like 1% of the Vader points, whatever their breakdown was, like 5% or 4% go to staking, and the 1% goes to yapping. The staking percent's going to go down 1, and it's going to go an extra 1% to yappers today. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. I still got to understand what they do too, though. By the way, whack XBT. Same 5%. I am. Yeah, it's like you're losing. If you're somebody who does both sides of it, you still end up losing, right? That benefits you if you're a yapper, not a staker. If you're a staker, you're actually losing, aren't you? Yeah, that's actually funny. That's actually funny further on. Anyway, good guys. I can't wait to have them on the show tomorrow. Again, come with some questions. Let's hit them with it. Let's find out everything they're doing, and future plans matters a ton. I think that's the most important thing that not enough people are asking. Like, ACP, great, but what's after that? What do you do to keep being relevant and useful? That's the stuff I'm curious about. So we'll hit them with that. Some other quick updates. I can't keep this to 30 minutes, can I? Mamo accounts are live. Set it, stack it, compound it. Really fucking cool. Also, again, in the ACP and the Autonomous Hedge Fund, man, there's gonna be some very cool. Look, if this works, absolutely fucking crazy how big this could be. It's a coin flip, kind of. I don't know if it's gonna work. I hope it does, but we're gonna find out very soon. Very soon. Axelrod dropped 5.5 million tokens to stakers. This was never for checklist grinders, only for those who showed up early and stayed in. So I had some Axelrod. I staked it. I didn't do much, guys. I got to get the bags up, dude. I didn't do much, so I got a very little airdrop, if any. If any. I gotta up my game. That's for sure. Legend welcomes, what is this? Show Robotics to Legends Agentic Board. Like they got some, like, I don't know. They're doing cool shit. Again, this is the, managing a football team. It just hasn't worked before. I don't know that they're the ones to crack the code. Maybe. Billy Betts updated their bubble maps and stronger signals for MLB. This is they're my favorite. So always good seeing their updates. I've got to get in there too. I want a big old bag of bets before they come to base. I really do. The Hollywood agent. I think this one's a monster. Potentially a monster. This is the first ever Genesis launch token, by the way. Hollywood won first place during the World Builder residency at, what is this? Edge Esmeralda. Super cool. Super cool. Again, they're like a content kind of thing, right? AI video orchestration technology. The autonomous media house is going to do something special. I want to see them work together. I want to see the hedge fund work with the autonomous media house to create content promotional stuff for them. Let's see. But I think that's got, look, I don't want to say more upside than the hedge fund, but like they're so different. Monster upside on something like this that creates content. Something that buffs my content or outdoes me. Monster idea. And I'll use that kind of thing. I want that kind of thing, like badly. Anyway, keep an eye out for Hollywood. I think it's a monster. Let's see. Oh, Signal. Again, just a couple other updates here for you. Signal. This is the one that's kind of going against Hey Anon. They put up a video showing side by side how quick they are and how like the quality. And Symphony, it was Symphony, not Signal. Symphony blew Hey Anon away. At least in that video they made, blew them away. Public launch day's coming. No token gating. No access restrictions. Open for everybody. Interesting. If this is a Hey Anon kind of product, like, right? Like this kind of becomes your DeFi wallet. They do have a token though, huh? Hang on, let me peek at that. And this is also on what? Is it base? And then what? You know, I need to look at this. Then what does the token get you? I like the demo I saw of this, so I'm curious. So, dude, it's a 6 mil market cap, huh? For life me, dude, I don't remember when this launched. Yeah, let me see. I don't remember this. This launched back in January. Super interesting. This might be an interesting buy right here. Be a good one to use Copilot and go analyze. Is smart money starting to accumulate more? It looks maybe. Yeah, that could be. There's yeah, that maybe. We're going back just a couple days and a lot of gifted and at least averages. It's a lot more digging I would do, but this one, yeah, I like it. Keep my eye on that. That's for sure. What else we got? There's a I don't know, Georgia AI has released a golf game. It's neat. I saw Nick tweeting this yesterday. It's cool. AI related somehow, some way. Cool. I like these kind of updates. They're just fun. Yeah, you bullish on that one? Do you like that one, by the way? Not the golf, the simp token. It's a great ticker. It's a great ticker. I think they're cool. And then AppDuck has launched V1 of their product. Again, I want something like this. I want something that can like advise me. I would love an advisor if it can actually do it well or right or whatever, right? I would love that. Yeah, I think that's super cool. Co-founder, advisor, partner, whatever. If this isn't the one that does it well, like at some point someone will do that. This will be a, if it's not AppDuck, someone's going to build something that is so useful, like just incredibly valuable to like a builder. I need it. All right, boys and ladies, there might be one out there today. There is your update for today. Again, decent, like calm before the storm, and I don't know what way the storm is going, right? We don't know yet. We're waiting. We're waiting to see if there's this retaliation or not. Maybe there's not. So we'll keep our eyes out. I'm going to keep watching using Copilot to watch for, again, smart money coming back in. Again, Whack XPT on the show tomorrow morning. I think I'm on a show tomorrow too. Like states, I'll tweet this out if so. I had locked in an appearance last week. I don't think I've had an update since. So you might see me on a show tomorrow. I'm looking real quick if I've got details on it. We'll see. I'll tweet it out if so. So be on the lookout. Definitely getting closer to ACP stuff, it sounds like. So again, keep your eyes, ears fixed here. It's gonna get spicy. We'll say that. Hoods, I hope we get you there soon. I hope we do. Dude, I want to understand scoring more. I want to understand scoring and what it would take for somebody if you're at a B or a C or whatever to get to an A. Like I would love to know that it's like achievable, right? So that's something I want to find out. And I'm sure there's a way. So we'll see. Anyway, guys, I hope your day's great. I'm off to do newsletter stuff. And let me think. I think that's it. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Have a great day. Goodbye.